Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about shelf timber. So if you don't know what shelf timber is, I will be leaving a link to Jordan Page's video about it, if it's still on her channel, down below. Jordan Page from Fun Cheap or Free. She's married to Bubba and they have 8 babies. As far as I know, they still only have 8. I don't think she's pregnant again, and as far as I know, she doesn't have any more than that. I think it's 8 anyway. Anyway, she came up with it as far as I know, and she's a, you know, they're a budget family. They do all kinds of budgeting things. They have their own like planners and all kinds of stuff. So this is something I got from her. I don't think I did it last year. I have done it in the years past, different times on my channel, but I'm doing it differently than I did before, for different reasons. And I'm going to be showing you my pantry, my overflow pantry, freezers, all those things. But you do also have to understand there will be holes in the pantry because we are adjusting how we're doing things. There's things not in the freezer that normally would be, because we would be normally more well stocked, but meat prices have been terrible lately. So yeah, but you'll see what we have. So seeing what we have, some might say we have an unfair advantage with shelf timber, and I can kind of agree with that. But shelf timber is something you do with your lifestyle, with what you have. So I don't think that it is an unfair advantage because of how we're doing it and what we're doing. Whenever she first did it, the first time we ever did it, she had already done it before, but the first time I heard about it, the budget for each week was $25. But things have changed now. Prices have gone up, and we have decided, because you can make your own rules, that our budget is going to be $50 a week instead of $25, for different reasons. One of those reasons is Selena has a heart issue, and because of her heart issue and the medications that she has to take, if she doesn't eat higher protein than the average person, then her certain things won't work right in her body. So if my daughter asks me for pork kebabs, and I don't have pork in the refrigerator or freezer, I'm gonna go buy pork. If she asks me for chicken strips and I don't have any in the freezer, I'm gonna go buy them. If she asks me for roast and I don't have it in the freezer, I'm gonna go buy one, because her health is more important than my budget. That's just how it is. So that's one of the things about this that is different for us. Now, I do want to say that both of my children are really easy, and I know they're adults. They're 21, and actually this month, September, the one, well, you might see this on August 31st, but in September, the one we're talking about, Noah will turn 23. They have always been fairly easy children, and now they're fairly easy young adults. They can do for themselves. They don't ask for a lot of special things. They never have asked for a lot of special things. So if they ask me for a special meal, I'm gonna do it. So our budget is $50. If we spend $50, that's okay. If we spend less than $50, that's fabulous, because that will be more that we put back for the reason why we're doing shelf timber. And I don't like to keep saying shelf timber either. I don't know why. Okay, I kind of think I've gotten a little bit ahead of myself, but I was just trying to say our children are not difficult people, and they don't have to have certain things certain ways all the time. And I do ask all three of the other people who were living in this house something they would like for the menu plan each week, something that they would want me to put on there. The reason why I ask them is because it's easier on me and I don't have to decide all 7 meals. So yes, I'm doing it out of selfishness. But they also get to have a meal that they enjoy without, I mean, well, they enjoy all the food that I cook. I always cook things they like, but they get to have something that they desire throughout the week that's, you know, they got to plan, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. So anyways, I think that part is covered. I do have a couple of things that we have decided. Jeff and I have discussed this. We've been talking about doing this for a couple, maybe 3 weeks. And we have decided that if we find, because of the way that the prices of meats are now, and we are carnivores, we do eat, we're not vegetarians or anything like that, so we do eat meat. If we find there's a great sale, like ground beef for $1.70, or I don't know, pork chops, pork loin for $1.50, because you can't find it for great prices anymore. But if we find it for a decent price, we're going to go ahead and buy it. And if we go over our budget, that's okay. Because what we're planning on doing is, with our, normally we have $100 a month for prep budget, we'll just use that. And if it goes over the 50 each week. Also, if we find like super great deals, like I found on the corn not too long ago, and I shared in a grocery haul, where that you get 6 cans for 50 cents that's in date for a couple of years, yes, I'm going to go ahead and buy that. But we're not going to buy things, you know, we're not going to be looking for those sales, but if we find those sales, we're going to go ahead and purchase those. But I really think that we'll still stick in the same budget. Now, I think I did say for 5 weeks. And the reason why is because there's 2 of the days at the 1st of September that week, and 2 of the days at the last of September that are August and October. And so instead of us just cutting out those 4 days and saying, okay, there's only 4 weeks in September, we're just going to go ahead and say it's 5 weeks and just count that. So, but the last grocery haul you will see from Shelftember will be in October, because my grocery hauls go up a week after I have purchased them. So that's why sometimes you'll see my what we ate for dinner thing will have me cooking something that I say that I bought for the meal the week before. So if I didn't just confuse you, hopefully I didn't. If I did confuse you, please let me know and I will try to explain in the comments. But our grocery hauls are a week after our whatever. Anyway, let's see, I don't know what else I would need to say. We're only going to be buying items that we need, like milk, bread, produce, and we're going to be really careful about the produce, because we have actually at times let produce go bad because it'll get shoved in the back of the refrigerator and we'll forget it's there, which we have a better system now than what we used to have, so that doesn't happen as often. Or you know, we'll just not eat it because we won't meal plan around that produce and it'll get wasted. It'll go to the compost or something. So we're going to be more careful about that, not just for September, always now, which we have been better. Also, Noah has a birthday this month, and with birthdays in our family, the birthday person gets to choose if they want to eat out, and if they do, where they want to eat, or if they want me to cook a meal, and if they do, what they want to eat. So if they want to eat out, that's a complete different budget. If they want to eat at home, that if it is below a certain amount, I'll go ahead and put it into the grocery budget. If it is not, it will be birthday budget. So it works out. But you may see a meal, which honestly, it's Noah's birthday, and he never really asked for anything that's too expensive anyways, so most likely you won't see a meal that's more expensive that I have to pop into the birthday budget. So also, we're going to try not to eat out at restaurants, even though that's a different budget. We're still going to do that this month and try to eat just from home as much as possible, other than maybe date night, which is another budget. It's another thing completely. So date night is completely different. So we're going to keep the prep budget, like I said, the $100. Normally it is $400 for groceries each month, which we have talked about going up because of prices going up, and $100 for prep stuff. And we don't buy like super long-term things because we just haven't gotten into that yet, even though we've talked about it, we wanted to, but we don't do that yet. But we do keep at least a year's worth of food in our home. So that means Shelftember will be simpler for us. Okay, I stopped for a minute because Jeff is actually working on our second bathroom's shower, because the diverter that made it go from the faucet part, the spigot, the whatever, the part down there that fills the tub, the tub filler, to the shower head, quit. And we've been just using one shower for a couple months, and actually the one shower that we always use, Noah is super tall and it's not. I don't know how the boy fits. I don't go in there to find out either. He's a grown man. I ain't going in there. So he's doing that, and he come to the door. I didn't know he was just picking up something that was on the table. I thought he needed something, so I stopped for a minute. So anyways, where was I at? Our budgets. We're keeping the prep budget. We're doing $50 a week for groceries. If we spend all of it, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine too. We will probably let the budget roll over from one week to the next, just in case, especially because there's a birthday. But the reason why we're doing this is because we need to do some things around the house, and we want to save money for that. And I think I know I've mentioned it on this channel, on my other channel. We have recently became almost completely debt free. All we have is the well, not almost completely. The biggest thing we're still paying on, which is the house, but everything else is paid off. So we are now focusing on paying off the house, and which we're not like throwing money at it like we were the other things, because we want to fix some things around the house, because you can't just let a house fall apart. So anyway, we want to do some things like that. I also I want to buy a Berkey or Alexa Pure or some sort of water purifying thing, and also I'm thinking about buying a countertop ice maker so that I can put purified water in there to make my ice. So yeah, I want to do that. So that maybe, I don't know, I know that's not going to pay for that, what we would save, but we're hoping to save some money, and whatever we save we'll throw at something that needs to be done. And you know, like I said, we do have a lot of food in the house, but our biggest problem, I don't think I've even talked about this in this video, and if it is, I'll cut this part out. But our biggest problem is we decide we want something and we just buy it. And even if we have something at home that we could just do, like I could bake brownies, but we'll buy some kind of snack, or I could, you know, we could forego the chips, but we'll still buy them. And I'm not saying we're not going to buy chips, because Jeff takes chips to work and stuff like that. So that kind of thing we'll still do if it's in the budget. If it's not in the budget, he's just going to have to do without. Not really. He's the one that works. We are a one income family, which I know that Noah makes money. He works very hard, but we don't take any of his money. He tries to give us his money, but we won't let him. We let him buy milk sometimes. We want him to save it. So anyways, which he is doing. If you have any questions about Shelftember, if you did not understand what we are doing, then leave me something in the comments. Let me know that. If you want to join me with Shelftember, go ahead and do it. Make up your own rules. Do what you got to do. Set a goal for yourself. Our goal is just to spend less money on groceries. And we have not decided if we're still going to, like, usually at the end of the month or close to the end, we'll restock everything that we've eaten that, well, certain things that are shelf stable. We'll restock those things. We have not discussed if we're going to do that this month or not. We're kind of leaning towards not, but I don't know. We haven't like fully discussed. We've talked about it a little bit, so I don't know about that part yet. You will know if we do. So we're going to like fully disclose what we spend on groceries. This is only groceries. We're not talking about household goods, which I don't think I'm gonna have to buy anything for the house at all in September, which means that money, and when I say household goods, I mean like cleaning supplies, toilet paper, paper towels, stuff like that. I'm not talking about household goods like, or household things that are like to fix the house, or like the stuff we had to buy to repair the shower, which wasn't that much. It wasn't even $10, but household things are like those kinds of things. And also so that money that for household, we'll be saving that too. I'm going to do my best to save all of it. And also hygiene stuff, I don't think we're going to need anything at all. So those things, I'll be able to save that money too. So that's $75 more if we don't need anything. I think I do have to buy Selena's toothpaste, which is about $20, because she has to have a special toothpaste because she's allergic to every toothpaste that we have ever tried. Natural toothpaste, all kinds of things. She's just allergic. So we have to buy it every 6 months or so. So I say that's pretty good. $20 every 6 months for toothpaste. For one person is pretty good, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. For someone who has to have special stuff. So, and we do have 2 dentist appointments coming up for Jeff and Selena that they have to get. Selena has, like, 5 years ago, she had a filling put in where that she had it fixed from where she was younger, and I don't even know what it was, but for some reason it's leaking. It's not a cavity, it's not anything like that, but the filling is leaking. And we were told that the stuff that was used to fix it wasn't that great. And I'm like, why we gotta pay for it again then? Y'all fixed it. Why ain't y'all paying for it? I didn't say that though. And then Jeff has like an indention in a tooth, but it's not a cavity. But if they don't fix these 2 things, they could turn into cavities. Sounds strange to me, but whatever. We've got that this month in September too. So that's going to be done. So I think that is enough. I think I've told y'all everything I need to tell you about all the Shelftember stuff. And if there's anything that I forgot, I will put it in the description. Always check my descriptions because sometimes I put something down there. I don't always put things down there. I try whenever it's something new. And on the grocery hauls, if I don't put the amount we spent on the screen, I put it in the description. I've started doing that recently. So stick around. Let's see what happens in Shelftember or September for Shelftember. Okay, let's see what happens for September and see how much money we save, or if we save money, see if we fail or if we succeed. And at the end of, well, it'll be in October whenever I do the update on this, but I'll let you guys know. And hopefully it won't take me like 7 times to get the video done, because every time I have tried to do this video, something happened. So before something happens again that completely stops me, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to join me, go ahead. And yeah, thank you again for watching. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.